So I'm quickly going to go over every single exercise that I was doing in this workout, including variations for beginners. So the first exercise that I was doing was called push-offs and S&M push-offs, sorry. So you're going to get into the position, you're going to lay down on your belly. You're going to push off with your arms and with your legs using only your abs. You're going to extend the opposite hand and the opposite leg up into the air, squeezing your glute and trying to reach out. So this is what the exercise looks like. As you can see, this is what I'm doing. I'm using my abs, but I'm squeezing my butt and I'm reaching out. You can do the same thing on the other side. If you're a beginner, you don't have to do this exercise all the way up off of your toes. You can get on your knee and do the same thing off of your knee. And the same thing on the other side. So this is a variation for beginners. Moving on, the next exercise that I was doing was advanced reptile. And you're going to get into this push-up position. You're going to raise one leg into the reptile position and you're going to switch the legs jumping. Extending the other leg to the other side. The leg is not dangling in the air. The leg is really tight. If you are a beginner, you don't need to do the jumps. You can just do the reptile off your knees. Like this, until you get stronger to be able to do this exercise all the way in a regular position. Now, the next exercise in the sequence can be done by a beginner, the same as for advanced. And you're going to be doing bicycles. So your feet are going to be in the position of a bicycle, your legs. You're going to try to reach your elbow to the opposite knee. I mean, just do your best. So this is what the exercise would look like. If you're a beginner, you're still going to be able to do this exercise. Because one thing I wanted to do, don't rush too much into the movement. Make sure you're feeling your abs burning. So don't do any of this. Just make sure you're feeling your abs the whole time you're keeping them engaged. The next exercise in this sequence are dips. And the way I do the dips is I like to go all the way down. If you're strong enough, you don't even need to do the switching of the legs. You know how I gain strength doing dips? You go all the way down. This is how you gain strength. You lift your feet and then you try to come up. You all the way down, you lift your feet and then you try to come up. I was doing an easier variation of dips in the sequence. And on the way up, I was putting the pressure on my triceps. So make sure you switch the legs here. You hold here a little bit, you're placing the tension on your triceps. You go back down, and then you're doing the same thing. You see how I'm just letting go of my arms just a little bit, my grip. Beginners can do pretty much touching the feet on the ground and do the same thing, but like this. You can use 2 chairs if you don't have this equipment, or you can use a corner in your house. The next exercise in the sequence was medicine. Sorry, I always want to call this a medicine ball. It's a big medicine ball. It's a balance ball. So you're going to start in whichever position you like. You can start with the ball over your head, or you can start with the ball in holding it with your legs. You're going to come up, grab the ball, go all the way down. Try not to drop your feet all the way down as much as you can. If you really have to take a break, then you can put them down, but try to keep them in the air the whole time. If you are a beginner, I would just recommend you doing this. You can stand up, place the ball down, grab the ball with your feet, place your hands underneath your back, pick up the ball, oops, holding it tight. So, because it's going to be much easier for you to lift your legs, and you're going to be doing this back and forth. And then you're going to pick up your legs, place the hands underneath your back, drop the ball down. So this is the variation for beginners. The next exercise in the sequence are shoulder presses. I chose the easier variation. Because I had already so many upper body workouts, instead of placing my feet on a chair, I chose the easier variation of your shoulder presses. The wider you're spreading your legs, the easier it is going to be to do the shoulder press. Place your feet on your toes, and you're going to get into this position, and you're going to press down, and you have to make sure that the pressure is on your shoulders. If it's not, adjust it until it is. If you're a beginner, you are going to place your knees down and do the same thing. Make sure you're leaning so the shoulders are working. This is not like a regular push-up. You're going to be leaning a little bit more forward and placing the tension on your shoulders. The last exercise in this sequence, it's a little bit tricky to the eye because it looks like I'm holding the ball in the air because I'm trying to incorporate a full body into every movement that I do. So it's not just certain parts of your muscles work. Try to make the full body work. You're going to get into this position. The ball stays on the ground. You're not lifting the ball off the ground. You are squeezing the ball together with your feet and your legs, and you're squeezing your butt while doing a back lift. So this is, as you can see, I'm tightly squeezing it, and it's on the ground. You don't need to lift it. Just squeeze it and squeeze your butt. And hold your butt the whole time tight in as you're doing the movement. Do not let go for the full amounts of repetitions. Beginners are going to be able to do the same thing. If it's really tough, you don't have to hold the ball, but I recommend you still holding something, and so the lower part of your body works as well. Now, I'm going to do about 20 minutes of moderate cardio to, just like to speed up the fat burning process. I just enjoy doing a little bit of moderate cardio after every single workout session. And full explanation of this workout is on my blog, lovingfit.com. So I'll see you there.